Mbappe returned transformed shape. Neymar absence transforms PSG. Galtier job on the line. PSG pain continues and summer rebuild is demanded in Paris. Welcome to Footscreen, your ultimate destination for all things football. In this video, we'll be discussing tonight's Champions League match between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. The first half was a dull affair between two sides playing without risk. However, Bayern goalkeeper Jan Sommer tried and failed to beat Achraf Hakimi and gave the ball straight to Vitinha, who shot into what appeared to be an empty net, but Matthijs de Ligt slid in excellently to block it on the line. Kylian Mbappe missed the first hour of the first leg, and without their star striker, the side was too pedestrian and lacking both pace and directness in attack. However, his introduction in Paris ensured his side finally enjoyed an attacking threat and a microcosm illustrating that he was their most important player. Beyond his ability to score goals, Mbappe's presence entirely changed the shape of the game. The threat of his pace in attack ensured Bayern's defense sat deeper, giving PSG greater territory and time on the ball. The striker is arguably the greatest footballer on the planet, and PSG, despite all their other talents, quite simply are not on the same level without him on the pitch. A great deal was made of the fact that Neymar would sit out the remainder of the campaign through injury and how this would impact PSG. Naturally, the loss of the Brazilian limits their attacking possibilities, but arguably his absence gave greater balance to the side. PSG boss Christophe Galtier switched from his normal 4-3-3 formation to a 3-5-2, beefing up the midfield with more solidity throughout. Mbappe and Messi are two players who do little tracking back in defensive transitions, of which Neymar is also guilty of. Having three players not doing a job has too often left PSG short in Europe in recent seasons. PSG will not celebrate Neymar's absence, but it is undeniable that they were a more functional and dependable side without such an imbalance between the front three and the rest of the side. For Paris Saint-Germain, domestic success is a given, but when it comes to judging managers, it is their progress on the European stage which is the true measure. Having meekly been eliminated from the Coupe de France by Marseille last month and stuttering performances in the league, the pressure was on Christophe Galtier, who was only appointed in the PSG hot seat last summer. Such is the club's economic advantage domestically. It is the Champions League knockout stages which are the season-defining games for the club. While PSG have never won the Champions League, that is their main objective, and not coming close could well prompt their hierarchy to start the search for Galtier's replacement at the end of the current campaign. Paris Saint-Germain have an imbalanced squad, with 6 players over the age of 30 and multiple teenagers fleshing out their bench. There have been calls for years for PSG to have more of a playing identity, built on Parisian talent and less egocentric. With months of the current season remaining ahead of the summer, there is ample time for the club to identify players to sign, and also those to depart a desperately bloated squad. What did you think of the match between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain? Let us know in the comments.